History begins not with a king, but with a seed. In the fertile crescent between the Tigris and Euphrates, a family presses barley into wet earth. From this simple act, a new world unfolds. Smoke rises, clay tablets harden by the fire, and for the first time, a scribe can record a debt of grain. Farming steadies time. Surplus builds walls, and writing transforms promises into law. Along the Nile, the river itself becomes a calendar, marking the seasons of life. In the Indus Valley, planned cities rise with straight streets and flowing drains, while in China, the cracks in oracle bones are read as whispers of the future. These river worlds gave birth to the state, and the state gave way to the empire. Achaemenid Persia built roads for couriers to carry commands across vast lands. Rome and Han China wove law, borders, and taxes into the fabric of daily life. Power now depended on records, on the patient scribe copying decrees that connected the distant corners of an empire. But ideas traveled faster than armies. In South Asia, Hinduism braided ritual with duty. Along trade paths, Buddhism carried a message of compassion. In the courts of China, Confucian thought bound the family to the state. A new question emerged: what binds millions of strangers into a single story? From prophets and scrolls, Judaism shaped law as a sacred covenant. Centuries later, Christianity fused imperial power with a radical message of mercy. Then, with a cadence that echoed from markets to mosques, Islam unified prayer and law across 3 continents. The world began to shrink. On the Silk Roads, the bells of caravans chimed, carrying not just goods, but new faiths and philosophies. Across the Indian Ocean, monsoon winds turned ships into calendars, guiding sailors between continents. The invention of paper, the compass, and stronger ships created networks that could outlast any storm. Then, in the late 15th century, ocean crossings connected worlds that had long remained apart. The Columbian Exchange forever altered the globe, moving crops, animals, and people between the Americas, Africa, and Eurasia, but it also carried disease and devastation. As new maps were drawn, the printing press spread new questions, and scientific inquiry organized curiosity into a powerful new method for understanding and changing the world. Suddenly, the world accelerates. Hear the hiss of steam at the mill gates. In Manchester, a young spinner enters a cotton factory at dawn, her world defined by the whip of leather belts and the grit of coal dust. She is the descendant of that first barley farming family, but her world moves at an impossible new speed. Coal and credit multiply power, driving factories and swelling cities into sprawling metropolises. On streets stained by smoke, crowds bargain, strike, and vote. New ideas of class and nation take hold, while rails and telegraphs conquer distance, allowing governments to tighten their control. Empires, fueled by this new power, seize resources across the globe, sparking resistance from those who refuse to be conquered. The 20th century saw these empires clash and crumble in 2 world wars. From their ashes, new nations rose. A Cold War divided the globe, with alliances hardened by fear, even as rockets pierced the night sky and the first computers hummed to life. The signals that once crossed borders now create a single shared network of information. Today, that network connects our livelihoods, but it also spreads shocks with breathtaking speed: a warming planet, swift pandemics, and restless migrations. The ancient debates over duty and fate are now echoed in a clinic editing a human gene, or a community testing artificial intelligence for guidance. History is not a story of the past, it is the force that shapes our present, a constant interplay of resources, ideas, institutions, and the power of human choice. Understanding this story is the key to navigating the choices that are yet to come.